Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio. So, last time we made great strides towards improving our science rate. We doubled up, well, we added another 2 of these, and we greatly increased their utilization by making sure we always had enough of the 4 main minerals: iron, copper, tin, and lead. Tin is still a little weak. We're still hand supplying tin. It's got problems. We'll need to go and deal with that at some point. But that's okay. Maybe we should do that now. Let's see how much tin we have available. Not much. We should set up some tin so it's being made by itself. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to do that. But not yet. We can do that in a moment. Can do it later. Our science is going very nicely. We've got a ton of science going. But the jump to the next science, to military science, is just ridiculous. I mean, we've had this going for what? Like, maybe an hour now? An hour and a half? This flotation and sorting this into various things. And we only are now approaching having 1,000 zinc, which is what we need for a single piece of research. That's only 25. That is just silly. That's a little ridiculous. I am jumping. I mean, maybe I should be going for the blue science first instead of the gray. But I really want to get the gray out so that we can get that sniper turret and start getting trees over here. Because we found a tree thing finally after searching for it for quite a while. And it only has, oh, this is filling up too. It's guarded. It's very well guarded by several things, bad things, that we'll have to work our way past. So I have lots of things I need to do. There's lots of problems. We'll all work it out. We're filling up on landfill ahead of time. You know, that's one thing where I do feel we're nicely ahead of where we were in the previous playthrough of the game. We have just a ton of landfill and resources right now. And we don't have to, we're kind of not worrying about power. I feel like we're very well ahead on power. We're sitting at 60%. We haven't really had a blackout in quite some time. Oil burning generators. That would be another way of dealing with that. But like I said, I'm not having problems with power. I wanted to go for flight, because when we scale up, I definitely want construction robots. Personal roboports will require blue. Those will also require modular armor. But that's in sight. That's in sight. It will need aluminium, but we can get that. Anyway, flight. So much science, but that's okay. I kind of have a lot of things going on. Why is this all stopped? Really? Just because of the purple? Oh well, we're full on crystal slurry. It doesn't matter if these are not going very quickly. Yeah, no problems. No problems. Let's check our science real quick. Oh, not science, our farms. I want to see if, yeah, we're having trouble over here now. This was never intended to be able to support this many. It was supposed to be able to support 5. And it kind of is. It's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's back to its normal capacity. I should duplicate this entire thing. Although perhaps I must have done the ratio wrong or something, because this is just not getting any. I'm betting if I'd had no seeds, it would have needed this many. But, well, wait a minute. Let me pull up my thing. Let's see where the problem is. Benefran. Uh, where did I do all that? It was back there. That's only for one. Huh. Okay, so that was fuel per second. What step is this? This is to make the beans, right? So the Binifran. 3.2 fuels per bean maker. That's what we said. And we have no, it's 6.2. Why did I put 8? We only need 6.2. Oh well. I did my ratios wrong. What about the nutrient extractors? Which was that one? That's all about turning the seeds into fuel oil. Are these pulpers? Wow, yeah, I didn't need anywhere near as much as I made. This could have just been one. Oh well, never mind. But I definitely could see wanting to double this up over this way. Let's lay out some room. Maybe we'll get that happening. This. I'm kind of regretting putting that Zillow squash thing there. It's kind of in the middle of this pattern. It doesn't really contribute that much. I thought at first that we'd be able to self-supply enough fiber, and maybe by now we could. But it doesn't feel like it, because this is not backing up at all. We have enough so we could make another Zillow squash field. Well, soon enough we will. We just need one more seed, then we can double this up. That's gonna get in the way of fields. Should I do this? I mean, I don't know. It seems like a lot to do. How many of these seed extractors do I need? 99 fields per seed extractor. And we've got 2 of them? Really? I did not plan that ratio very well. 80 fields on a half belt full of seeds. What about the sand? 2 washing plants per 20 fields. So we will need to get more sand. But I could just extend this right across. That worked fine. Maybe I shouldn't worry about power right now. It's kind of not really a problem. Why is this backed up? Because we're not using enough lead. But we have our 1,000 nickel, so that's fine. Do we have extractor 2s? We do, but they need titanium. So that's not happening. Stone bricks are a problem. That was stone. And then iron. That always looks like I should be able to walk between them, but no. That would not work. I know I've got all of these, but we're not... Like I said, we have so much mineral sludge, it's not a problem. I really should get the tin going. Maybe I should do that next instead. I kind of don't want to. Later. Later we'll do that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for iron, which is back that way. Needs iron and circuits. Really, that takes so much iron. Okay, that was 1, 4. That's 8 more. That'd be 10. That's half what we need. We'll let that build though. It'll take a while. What is not working here? Out of solder. Okay, I'm gonna have to not do that. Let's go ahead and get this tin going. It's holding us back. So we'll expand out this way a bit. Oh. That was abrupt. I'm sure we have a ton of landfill all about though, so let's just grab stuff. Though it's called sand now, for some reason. Which is annoying, because there's other things called sand. Looks like we're actually having trouble with mineralized. Yeah, mineralized is holding us back. That's fine, no problems. Well, it might be a problem eventually, but for now it's fine. I mean, if nothing else, we've got quite a bit of, like, random slag appearing right here that we can turn into mineralized at need. This takes me back. Very nostalgic for the walking back and forth very carefully. I know there's bigger brush sizes, but I don't trust them. They're gonna lay it out smoothly. Okay, we need crystallizers. Do we have any? We have 4. We need 8. What are we making? I am a little interested in the whole cupric ore thing, and the equivalent, the ferric ore. It seems like a good way of getting your first set. This would be so 2. Okay, so 6 crushed becomes 6 cupric, which turns into an even mix of copper and tin, which is good. You know, that's not bad. Maybe I should do that instead. Well, there's flight. But we don't actually have construction robots yet, because we need other things like batteries. We'll need to make plastic too, but that can wait. What was the other one? The ferric one? Maybe it's not ferric. Maybe it's... I don't remember. It uses sapphirite though. Ferrous ore, which turns into iron and manganese. That's why we haven't been paying attention to it, because manganese is kind of out there. We don't need manganese at the moment. What would that be for, even? It would get us to... Oh, wait. Okay, it would be a... Okay, that just would give us more iron ore. Manganese and iron can go straight to iron. And aluminum. Oh. And titanium. And, well, maybe we should definitely be doing this manganese. And molten manganese itself becomes plate, which don't have any use at all. Apparently. Yeah, maybe I should care more about this powder. This would give me nickel also. Which, how are we getting nickel right now? We're getting it from the lead production, right? Yeah. Now it'd give me cobalt too. But those are like byproducts. I don't care about those. This is really complicated. Ferrous ore powder and all these other things. And that becomes ferrous ore dust, which becomes only this? That doesn't seem worthwhile at all. I mean, look how many intermediate products there are to this. It gives me sulfuric wastewater. But it needs 3 chunks? And thermal water, which I don't know how to get. And sulfuric acid. To make this ferrous sludge. That doesn't seem worth it at all. Okay. But just going straight to the crushed ferrous ore, using all 3 of those to get the manganese. Or potentially manganese with nickel. Aw. It would be a good way. We can make nickel from sapphirite and rubite though. It's zinc that was the tricky one to get. I'm getting distracted, but I don't really care. This is interesting. So it doesn't even need these mining drills. These drums. Just need lubricant to get back. Which I don't even have. I can't make lubricant, right? Lubricant is from base mineral oil and residual gas. Yeah, I'm really puzzled about this. It seems like this should turn into something good, but I'm not believing it. The crushed ferrous ore just seems like it's much more useful to turn into 2 and 2 in terms of making steel or making iron or anything. All this gives you is nickel and potentially cobalt if you go through this extra step. Not even at a very good rate. I don't get it. But I'm totally willing to buy into this. The crushed ferrous ore. It just needs 3 crushed and then it turns into 2 iron and 2 manganese, and those will turn into good things. The manganese processing is higher tech than I have, though. I can't even do the level 1. But once we get it, that's a good way of really increasing our titanium and steel output. Anyway, I'm not buying in yet. I'm getting distracted. Let's see. We were looking for a way to get tin. And I was wondering if we should do not this, but the cupric ore, which turns into copper and tin at a certain rate. And that I'm more willing to buy into, because we're going to need that. But let's not deal with that yet. Well, let's see what this turns into with the cupric ore powder. This copper, tin and silicon. And this whole sludge, which again needs thermal water that I don't have, turns eventually into silver. Is there a better way to get... Yeah, you can get silver from many things. I'm wondering if they're going to take silver out eventually from the main recipes, from the Jivalite and the purified and that kind of thing. What is a hybrid catalyst? That's new. Needs both mineral and crystal catalyst. Crystal catalysts need crystal seedlings, which have to be made from slurry. And they're how we make the actual different ores. I think these have more uses now, right? Beyond just the different artifacts. Yeah, you need them for speed modules. Well, okay. That's pretty important. Speed module 3 cable harness. Oh, they made modules much more complicated. 20 CPUs. Okay, well, that's going to be its own challenge. But we never answered our original question, which we were going to make tin, and we're not going to bother with doing anything special. Don't get distracted, Michael. We're going to make tin ore from crushed stereotyte and bobmonium. Sorry, I get going on these things, and then I'm come back and I'm like, it's been 20 minutes and I haven't actually moved. Excuse me. Looks like mineralized caught up because mineral sludge backed up. This is stopped because of lack of red, which is stopped because of lack of tin. Hey, that's a solvable problem. That's what happens when I get distracted. Where are we making the excess tin? Right there. All right. We'll need a sorter. A sorter 2, right? Yeah, because regular sorters can't deal with it. With the catalysts. Why can't I make that? I can make it. Okay. Clay bricks we need to deal with. I love when you have a base for like a long time and you get really familiar with it. And we just made all those farms and completely ignored them. We'll deal with that some other time. I want to not get too distracted from this. We already got distracted from the farms. And this is starting to have problems again. Let's turn this back on. Failure. Do we still have... No. Only on the long term. No. Yeah, okay. We still had one steam engine for a while, I guess. Or some number of steam engines. And then they went away right there. Never mind. Never mind. Never you mind. We're gonna need like blast furnaces and things. And ore sorting. We don't have one. We don't. And chests. These are only, no, those are Mark IIs. We better make Mark IIs. Just to keep everything consistent. Getting dark. Ah, there's no electricity. What are we making? This will be the bobmonium. This will be the stereotyte. And they're both going up to an ore sorting. You know, we didn't make tin the right way. I'm sorry, we didn't make lead the right way. We made lead so that it depends on nickel consumption. But kind of the opposite direction. We made nickel so it depends on lead consumption is the more likely scenario. But that's okay. I could have done that, I suppose. But that would need crystal catalysts, and I'm lazy. Robotics. That tin ore never looks right. Tin ore is actually a lot more green than that icon is. Excuse me, excuse me. Have some sneezes. Okay, that's starting things up. This has no byproducts, right? Just the tin ore. So that we can get the now we can just add this bit up here on top of it. This would be a lot easier if I had robotics. Just saying. Or robots. We can just use this lime. We'll bring it up on top. Sure. Okay, and the next step after that, I think is a little different. Or maybe, yeah, it needs charcoal, which we'll have. We can just bring this across. And then what? What's next? The induction furnace. You know, that might not be enough. That does go pretty quick. Let's put a better one on there. Just to make sure. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but we'll just leave that be. Now the casting. And that's fine for this little ad hoc area were made. There we go. Why isn't it going? Oh, these need to be told what to do. Alright. That should get our science going a bit faster. Did we take those? Yeah, we did. Let's throw them into our solder factory. Which is over here. Alright. Why are you not producing? You don't have solder. We just fixed that. Just to get that out of the way. Actually, we've got a lot of circuits right now. I probably don't need to bother with them. Let's just turn a bunch of them into electronic circuits. Out of reds still, but that's being solved. This is not equal, this bobmonium. It's producing a bunch of these red geodes. We'll carry them over by hand for now. Oh, we've got enough zinc ore now, I think, to get the thing we're looking for. I hate this. I'm so glad that we're skipping over doing this sort of thing, except for in this one case. But the whole ore sorting, producing many outputs, it's the worst part of this mod, and I am so eager to jump past it and just use the what are they called? These things, the catalysts, the crystal and the mineral catalysts, to avoid the whole mess. Having trouble with mineralized again. We should upgrade those to better ore crushers. Which needs more iron. But let's put this away first, otherwise we won't have space for it. Red, is this red? Yeah. We're actually not maxed out on crystal slurry. But I think that might be just, no, I don't know what that's for. We have plenty of sulfuric. We just aren't getting the geodes fast enough, apparently. Are these going fine now? Yeah. Oh, we're having electricity problems. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we need to fix that. Good thing we made all those farms. We're gonna need many more things. Many more. All the things there ever were. That's 10. We need more than 10. But we can deal with that. We can do the first 10. But we'll also need these things. We're limited by stone. Did I ever make the thing I said I was going to make a moment ago? That was going to fix the mineralized water problem? I did not. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just dropped a bunch of stuff on the ground. There we go, now we can get our robots. Construction robots. But not all the pieces of them yet. We can't make transistors. Well, we could, we don't have the components to make them yet. We will in time. Alright. I think the liquefier ones are still sufficient. But hopefully that should improve our mineralized a bit. We have liquefier 2s here, and they're completely nowhere near being at capacity. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about it. Crystal slurry's going down. That's a problem. But not a bad one. We're fine. We're fine. It's just power. That's we're gonna need a whole set of this. We're gonna need, let's see. Are they presses? Right? So we're gonna need 6 of these bioprocessors. 7 really, but we can, so we'll steal one. And we have 4 presses and then 2 gas refineries. Wait a minute, do I use nutrient extractors at all? No, these are presses. No, these are nutrient extractors, not presses. What are presses for? Oh well, not my problem. Oh, our lights are being all flickery because of the power loss. Ooh. Don't like that. At least research is keeping up. Alright. Something's going wrong with our purified water. We have like a loop in our system or something. That's okay. It'll work itself out in time. Or just forever stayed unbalanced. More likely. One more of those, and now the gas. I needed 2 gas refineries, right? Or are they steam crackers? I think they were gas refineries. Yeah, gas refineries that then go into... I can't see. It's just a little bit off screen. Is it just a chem lab? It might be just a chem lab. It's a liquefier. We have plenty of liquefiers. Okay, we're gonna need a ton of pipes. So we should get some more iron. 2. Also. In addition to. And we're definitely gonna need more belts than we have. Science is going fine though. So we can afford for this not to be doing well. And in a way, I mean, I could just add more steam things right there, but I'd rather do this with farms. Hey, we're up to 5. 5 new seeds. We can make a second Zello squash farm. Get that fruit coming out. At some point, I want to follow up on that. I mean, we could be doing so much more than we are with this. We have this gas refinery just throwing the other gas product away. We could be not doing that and instead deriving some benefit from it. Advanced logistic and construction bots. No. Okay. So what else do we need? So many things, of course. Like these bioplastics I could care about. That might be a better way of than what I'm doing. Sure, go ahead and get that. Shouldn't sand come through still? Oh, this isn't gonna work. What I want. I kind of want both to go this way. Never mind, we'll do this on the other side. Making a mess everywhere. That's not a good place to put something. Alright. It's a lazy way of doing it, but you know. Whatever works. I should go ahead and do this. Let's make one more field. I don't have the things for it. I need more rocks. Or stones. I don't have the stones for it. We will eventually make that a field also. That's a little irritating that I put that so close so I can't steal water. I can't move it either. And this doesn't move well. Zinc processing. Getting coolant might end up being good. We can open the way to a lot more smelting things. These water bores. Oh, I could just use water bores. Yeah. The regular water bores, the water bore ones. To get water. Though it does seem a little cheaty, but what I'm doing seems a little cheaty also. There's so many things. How do I pick which I need most? Go for the armor. We're gonna need a good set of armor at some point. Just for the inventory, if nothing else. So I refuse to use these for the mineralized, the purified water, because that just seems cheap. I don't trust it. I would rather have to force myself to make purified water from, well, I don't know. But I'll just take this for regular water, because it just saves me from having to draw pipes to the edge of the map, which is ugly looking. I mean, this is no less cheaty than that. I suppose is no way of putting it. Well, this does take power too, so. I never fixed this. Let's fix that. Or bad things will happen. Bad things are already happening. We need to get this going better. Yeah, look at that. Look how annoying that would be to turret creep. We'd lose so many turrets. We have both desert and temperate trees out here. I'm curious if there's temperate gardens somewhere that I don't have access to yet. Modular armor needs modules, of course. Which will need plastic and aluminium. But that's fine. We don't really need a lot of them. That's always been kind of my problem in this game, is that I don't build the things that I want when I can get them. I build them when I can make 10,000 of them. Until we get to the point where I feel confident that we can just produce like them indefinitely, I hold back from making them at all. I'm trying to get better. Eventually there'll be some back here too. Is this not going? It should be going. Oh, I need to make one of these down here. Okay. What is that? Seed extractor? Yeah. Need bricks. Let's get rid of this. It's almost certainly never going to fill back that far, because we're going to rely on this set to make all the seeds. These are all stopped. Why are you stopped? You got to compost again? You are. Okay, let's go get some stuff and figure out more permanent solutions to several things. If it's not one thing, it's another. At least it's not like the base game where like the entire thing is I don't have enough iron, and then you have another problem 10 minutes later. It's that you don't have enough iron, and then another 10 minutes after that, still not enough iron. Now I have not enough everything. I have so many things that I want more of. But at least it adds some variety, you know? Okay, I want 2 more of them. And many more, but at least 2. A couple more of them. We have the composter we need. I think that's fine. Okay, we're over time though, so I think we're gonna have to finish up the farming in the next episode. I do apologize. I try to have nice blocks of things that I can have per episode, but we're gonna have to kind of stop mid-build. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio, using the C-Block mod pack.